The first joint post by Amy Robach and TJ Holmes, as a couple was prepared in advance of a meaningful occasion. A photo of the former GMA3 co-host's sneakers shot during a training session for the New York Marathon, which is scheduled to take place on Sunday, November 5, was posted by both of them. This is a really meaningful occasion for the pair because they trained together last year, and TJ made a commitment to participate again the following year. He has kept that commitment. One of the best and most amazing days of my life, he said. I still find it hard to comprehend that I finished the #NYC Marathon. For years, I vowed out loud and categorically that I would never do it. You never know, huh? My mind and body both held up. I thoroughly cherished the experience, and on Sunday, as it offered runners a 26.2-mile embrace, I fell more deeply in love with New York City than ever before. And get this, at the 10-mile mark, I turned to Robach and declared, I'm F in doing this again next year. TJ, with whom Amy had trained months before the event, was also honored at the occasion. She wrote 4 marathons, 2 in the last 4 weeks. No way I could ever have accomplished this alone. Beside pictures of herself with TJ and the rest of the running group. This running group is amazing. We support one another, train together, and cross the finish line together. There is no greater city in the world, so thank you to everyone who came out to cheer us on in the 5 boroughs. Following their completion of the marathon in November, the two were encouraged by their Good Morning America co-stars. George Stephanopoulos complimented the two on their NYC marathon race at the start of the first broadcast after the marathon in November 2022. TG's entry into the competition had been arranged by Amy, who later told George she was very proud of her friend and co-star. I was very proud of him, and he had a big smile on his face throughout, she said. She told TJ, I didn't quite as much, but I believe you enjoyed every mile. He added that he felt like a superhero running, and that by mile 10, he was willing to do it again the following year. The city has 9 million residents. Never before has such a large metropolis seemed like such a small town. Everyone is working towards supporting a stranger as their single objective. Then George presented Amy and TJ with a pair of slippers as a surprise. Kelly Ripa makes a startling remark about her career during Live. Kelly Ripa, host of Live with Kelly and Mark, discussed back to school on her show before making a startling revelation regarding her job. She briefly discussed children and schooling with Mark before turning the conversation around to herself. Live Kelly Ripa discusses children. The former All My Children actress has recently discussed children. On August 24, she discussed bullying at school, a topic that is appropriate given the number of children returning to class. Remember that she also reared Michael Joseph, Lola Grace, and Jacques and Antonio, 4 of her own children. So it's not like she is ignorant of what children experience. Kelly Ripa's childhood was not particularly pleasant. She did admit, though, that she did find bliss on the beach back when Ryan Seacrest was still a host of the show. She claimed that she enjoyed playing with crab carcasses, like many children, which was creepy, but she found joy wherever she could. She appears content right now, and that's what matters most. But is her profession making her happy? She made a fairly stunning comment on her show, so some people might be curious. Live Kelly Ripa astounds everyone with her show remark. The host of Generation Gap and Live had a very successful career. Her estimated 2023 net worth is actually in the neighborhood of $120 million. Don't forget, however, that happiness is something that cannot be purchased with money. Whoever said that, however, obviously never needed to pawn their shoes to cover the rent. The actress would probably be content with her career decision. This week, The Sun reported that she said something that would have given the impression that she regretted doing her shows. The audience had gathered outside as Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos were on the set. The site did point out that some of them were children. When Mark overheard his wife say, "It's almost over, kids," they said that this is when the dialogue began. It's almost time to return to school and the conclusion of the summer vacation. She then asserted that they appeared to be being punished since they appeared anxious and very rattled. In her final statement, she made a startling reference to herself, her show, and will. What did they say? The kids were brought there against their will, Kelly Ripa stated. She didn't stop there, though, she said. I understand. I am also present against my will. Fortunately, she laughed along with Mark when he talked about it.